Hi golfers, David Reckless from Reckless Golf. Today I'd like to talk to you about how we measure lie angle, and I hope you enjoyed part one of the explanation of the lie angle. So how do we measure it? Well, there's lots of launch monitors out there today and lots of machines saying they can measure lie angle, but they can't do it successfully. There's only one way at the moment to measure it correctly. So I must do this on a flat surface. So I have a mat where we can stand on, and I also have this white board here. Okay, and the reason I use a white board is because I use black tape, and I place black insulation tape on the sole of the golf club, and this allows me to see where the club is hitting in relationship to the ball, whether it's hitting the ground behind the ball or past the ball, or whether the path of the swing is coming from outside to in or inside to out, or a correct swing path of inside to in. So this allows me to evaluate how much of it is golf swing and how much of it is golf club. So the whiteboard, the mat to make myself level, insulation on the tape on the sole, and I also like to use face tape as well, because face tape allows me to see where the ball is hitting on the club face, because this can also be caused by an incorrect lie angle. Now, if you're sitting there and your club is sitting with a toe way off the ground of the dress, don't be concerned. You can't measure the lie angle at address. You can only measure it during the swing motion. Now, we know our golf club flexes, it bends, but also what happens on the downswing is the shaft will bow. Now, if you were to watch some of the tour players and draw a line up along their shaft at address and look where they are at impact, you'll always see their hands are slightly higher, sometimes more higher than others at impact. So the shaft bends down or droops or distorts and also flexes. So we know that happens. So we can only measure it during the motion of the golf swing. I like to do this outdoors because you can actually see where the ball is going, which is very, very important. Indoors, you can do it, but not very successfully. You must see where the ball's going to evaluate the lie angle at impact. Now, history shows that everyone is a little bit different. The great Ben Hogan from the 50s, he used a club that had a lie angle of 7 degrees flat. Jack Nicklaus, more recent years, he used a club that was 5 degrees upright. Let me show you those. So this is a 5-iron, which is 6 degrees flat, and this is a 5-iron, which is 5 degrees upright. So you can see that those two professionals use very different lie angles in their golf swing. That's because that's what suited their game. If you want to hit the ball straight off a flat surface, you need to make sure your lie angles have been set correctly by someone who understands the golf swing. This is extremely important to reaching your potential as soon as you can. I hope you enjoyed this video. Go to my website www.recklessgolf.com.au and we'll see you on the golf course.